Right, good afternoon, good evening. Whoa, my camera's super bright. Fix that. There we go, sorted. Alright, how's everyone doing? Hello, you. Hello, Fluff. Who's your good luck? What's he doing? You beautiful? Will you stop that? Now. Alright, how's everybody doing? We are back with more Final Fantasy 15. Now we'll get it on in. Hey, will you buddy stop that? Right, go on, go in. Bad lad. You're a bad little bird.
It will be over soon. One way or another.
Against the gloom of bygone days, two boats of flame take flight. From glowing embers, beacons blaze to see us through the night.
Yay!
I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Oh, why not?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
Fantastic.
Dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
A culinary pilgrimage.
Nothing but unwanted violets will do, if I'm to resurrect this stew. As to what they might be, as you say, that is a question for a butcher.
Oh, look. Hang on. Ah, so you press square, there's a mark available. I see. There's one in there as well, and there were, and there. Wait a minute, no. There's apparently a mark available everywhere. I'm smelling bullshit. I think it's because obviously the regions are connected like this. So that like covers most of this. Huh.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still
Can't
here
exactly
have to
leave
look
old
after
master in
each
the
other,
lurch
don't
after
we?
everything she's done for us.
So, about the price of them turnips.
Perhaps I'd live longer if I bade this town farewell. But I've grown rather fond of the old place.
Pleasure.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, when there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
You'll find your scorpions in the swamps below the rest. Just take the tails, mind. It's the only part worth eating.
Aye, aye, Captain. That's a bit of a distance.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to us. Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Na, 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 na. Hello, you. What you doing?
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly, if only.
Scorpions.
Let's do this.
At least I know what I'm up against.
Oh, no wonder. One of my notes not doing anything once again. I hate it when it defaults to the portion one. I wish there was a setting in the options that always default to the dog. So then I know I can really swap to the portion one when I want it. That's what I forget when I run out, like at the start of streams and that. Just swap over. Unwanted violet. The tails of certain species of scorpion are prized as a delicacy. The trace amounts of poison remaining in their flesh, lending them a certain piquancy. The common marsh scorpion, however, not only lacks a stinger, but subsists on a diet of mudworms and bog moss, lending its flesh an altogether more troubling tang.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
Hey, good lad. What you doing over there? Ah, whatever.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
Sometime later.
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss. Odin's teeth. What, the salt on the senses? It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
Yay. Badge of metal. Increased defense by 30. Nice.
Well, that was certain.
Ba 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 da 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 ba 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 ba. Yeah, when does the smithy do anything new? Both our accessories seem to have just stopped.
Deadlands wouldn't be
crafting.
half as bad as we were bloody dust.
Oh, the apples. Thought I was gonna have the ball of food. Martell apples, a somewhat stunted, somewhat sweet apple grown from the blighted earth thanks to the dedication and perseverance of one woman. Martell. I hear that my door latch is knackered because the wind just keeps blowing my door. Ah, whatever, I give up. Right, Right. Somewhat stunted, somewhat sweet apple grown from the blighted earth thanks to the dedication and perseverance of one woman, Martell. Well, she was to lose her life from the wound she sustained in Kupka's attack on the hideaway. Her legacy lives on in the saplings she saved from the ruins. Whoa. An apple and beer. A lad from the yard ran up a basket of Martels just this morning. Sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze they were. I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to Old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know they've done a fine job. Was a time you'd catch none but Sid stopping on these, not for their foul bite, but for him it never were about the flavour, but about what they represented, our ability to make it on our own. And look at us now, Sid would be proud. My Lord Marquis, I ask once again for you to forgive my men for your welcome back at the Lazarus, but certainly you can understand that you were the last person any of us were expecting to see at our gates. In the short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the self-same man I followed into Stillwind those many years ago, a true bearer of your father's legacy. If only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all those who were lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the sword of the Guardians, and I am proud to stand alongside you once again. Weird. All quiet in the Dominion. The Dalmex and the Imperials are a standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs bad like slum curs, but neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if both realise what a stinking pile of chocobo shit they've stepped in. If I were a man to lay a wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not playing out anytime soon. I shall keep you appraised. Gav.
Bloody dust.
Hey, Newton. Da, 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 da.
Typical nobles.
Let's
How
see.
did we never
There are
hear
new
about these
billets being
guardians of the
posted every day, but not enough swords to see to them.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Look, normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit?
Innit?
So-
Innit, bruv?
What'd you say?
Blacksmith Blues.
Fine. If you think it will help.
Knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Do, 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 do. How's it going, Newton?
That
monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
He's not a monster. He's Torgal. And he'd take a liking to you too if you gave him as many nuts as Nan does.
Long time no see, Clive. What are you doing? You meant to talk to him, not me.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for? Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
So, we find a cuirass, give it to Blackthorn, then he works out how to make it and goes back to being his surly old self, right? Simple.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He doesn't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe? Cairnorthern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it Sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
If that leatherworker's even half the craftsman Blackthorn says, someone's bound to have heard of him. I'll do a bit of poking around, see if I can't find something out. Good luck in Sambrek, and watch out for that griffin. They're nasty bastards, they are.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Typical nobles.
Ask about griffin sightings. Did I hear you say... I hear that I've got to pause. Whenever I speak to the Moogle, I hear that I've got to pause because the dialogue doesn't stay on screen long enough. Stupid. Did I hear you say you were hoping to hunt down a griffin, Kupo? Then do I have the billet for you, Kupo? An especially horrible one the locals call Dosmere. Actually, they've actually added an option to read the text myself. Every other time I've spoken to them, it's been auto text. For now, it's finally not. While passing along the trail from Lost Wing to Cair Novrand, one of our order was met with a sudden blast of wind so strong that it bent back the trunks of the old oak, and heard a cry so terrible that he ran for his life. Questioning the locals revealed that this area was the nesting place of the elder griffin known as Dosmere, a beast much hated for its appetite both for chocobos and for children. Cair Novrand West Gate. Okay, I get it. So it's Cair Novrand, West Gate. So over here. No, that's not west though, that's east. Cair Novrand River Gate. So is it around here or what? This is east. If it's along here, then bullshit. That didn't help. Where the hell's Westgate? What's Kane over in Glorious? I'd actually put a marker of that. The Hand of Mimus. I'd actually put a marker on good. Where is Westgate? I thought there was an option to bring up a list. Hey, love, what are you doing over there? Who's a good budget? Na, 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 na.
All yours, Torgal.
What eyes peeled for a griffin?
Time to fight.
You're fit.
Da, da, da. Da, 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 Mortal blow. Ooh, black blood, nice. That's what we need. That's how we made money in this game.
Farewell.
Get out. Ain't no griffin around here. Interesting that you don't accept the bills as like quests. You just get the info off the board and then you've got to go find it. If you find it, you get the reward. But it's not like a... It doesn't trigger it like it's a quest. Except for this one. This one is quest-based, whereas the other ones, it was just a case of looking at the board and getting the name and location.
All right.
Eastwatch. There's nowhere here called the West Gate. That's the only gate with Cairn of Rent. I begin to wonder if I'm in the right area. Sandbrek. Holy Empire of Sandbrek. So it is here somewhere, but none of these are called the West Gate. Again, over in Rivergate. None of them called Westgate.
There's no coin to be had in this miserable land, even if they wanted to trade with us.
I know. It was hard for us Dalmex here in Sandbrek before the capital fell, but
Oh,
now
I see something
we'd
big
be
over there.
stoned
There's
if
a
we even
harpy that
approached
we're after.
Northreach.
There's a mark over there. I can see it in the distance. It's not the one that we're after, but it's one of them. It's the one that I read about yesterday that I was going to hunt, but I couldn't because the story locked us out of these areas. Might as well get that while I'm here. Aruna.
If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy. Let's try.
Oh yeah. Weird one. Ah, press dodge, damn it. Ba, 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 Get out. Second notorious mark slain. Hello, chatty. Clouded eye. To see the pattern on the surface of this spherical gem shift and twist, one would think a churning storm trapped within, though it must surely be a trick of the light. I've already read that one, that was from Garuda. A trick of the light.
Rest well. I know I will.
Alright, so that's that marker done, but where's the griffin? Griffin. Where is the west gate? Get out. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Where is the griffin? Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Next. Don't see no griffin nowhere. So it still said use the hotboard to locate the griffin, but I've done that. I know where it is, I just can't find the damn place. Don't tell us it's like giving us a quest that I can't actually do yet because we haven't unlocked that area.
The granaries are almost empty. If you're looking to partake in the Meadow's bounty, now might be your last chance.
Up! You'll not find a bruised fresh cut.
All anyone ever wants.
Citizens are free to come and go as they please. Checkpoint's open to all. You'll find little beyond Northridge, though. When the throne moved south, most with any sense followed.
Huh.
Did you hear? The gates to Heaven Hall in the Eyrie were breached by someone. Or something. The steward was in town earlier looking for men to come and repair it. But no one was keen to help.
I want to see you again tonight. But the captain's late with our pay.
It's all right. I'll be waiting.
Time was there were great coin sacks swinging from every belt in town. Not anymore. Since the capital moved, they're all shriveled to the size of peas.
Okay.
Seeing as business is scarce these days, the Dame decided we should all learn to read. I only wish she had some smaller books. My arms ache something fierce.
I don't know what you're doing over there. Da, 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 da.
What a pleasant surprise. The realm may have changed.
But her people remain the same, ever driven by their appetites, many of which we here at the Vale are happy to state. And if during the satiation they should prove inclined to unburden themselves of certain confidentialities, well, we certainly cannot stop them, just as they cannot stop us from sharing that information with our most intimate companions.
I will admit.
I did worry that the Imperial Court's decampment to the Dominion might have been bad for business, but as it happens, what custom we lost in nobles and diplomats we gained in bored soldiers, and there are no lips looser than those of a bored soldier.
I fancy yours, meanwhile.
Might be a little too tight. Perhaps one of my girls could help you with that. About Northreach origins.
Before there was a Northreach.
There was the wall. At last line of defense, shielding the capital and her farmstead from anyone foolish enough to try and claim them.
But
as a wise man once said, a wall is only as strong as those who stand atop it. And so the Empire attached a garrison to the gate. A garrison replete with vigorous young soldiers, pockets bulging with gil. Of course, there are few things that set a merchant's eye to sparkling than a man who doesn't know if he's going to live out the week. And so bakers and bods, tinker and tailors gathered from far and wide to lighten the purses of our loyal pikemen.
Alas.
Everything that was once worth guarding has either been packed off to the south or lost to the flood, leaving our brave boys to languish in idleness, defenders of naught. Ask about changes to Northreach.
Not everyone left the capital.
When the Emperor ordered his throne carted off to the Dominion, but enough departed to change the Empire for good. At Drake's Head remained, fewer may have followed, but without the Mother Crystal, Oriflamme could no longer sustain the industry upon which her citizens depended. The nobles were all but forced to shutter their manufactories, forcing the markets to close in turn for lack of custom.
In a few short moons.
Oriflamme and Northreach went from being the crown of the Empire and the ermine around its neck to a veritable ball and chain. And now many of us have begun to wonder why we're still here.
The Vale does what it can.
But our patrons' hearts are heavy, and many are quick to anger, occasionally and mostly vexingly at the expense of my poor girls.
Be sure to give my regards to Otto.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc? We should find a caravan south. Look, there's still time.
You want a spot on the Dominion walls? You'll need to do better than that!
He's still going. Right, let's carry on looking for this griffin. Maybe around this way.
Ready, go?
Oh, the game was like duped. Well, it's still saying to look on the board. But I've done that. Again, there's no option to accept the hunts. You've just got to read the info and then go find them. At least that's how it seems, anyway. Nope, no griffin around here. So where be this griffin? I'm not gonna have to go back to the hideout, am I? I got one hunt. 2 of the marks that I found so far were just from wandering around. Though that last one I did read about and I intended to hunt for it, but the game locked us out of all the areas while the story needed to progress. Just looking for griffin. See no griffin anywhere. Not over this gate, is it? Oh my god, you can hover. Like you can slightly glide, sorry. If you hold X while jumping. Whee!
Away, traveler. The Penitent's Gate remains closed by order of the Imperial Throne.
We watch over a corpse that does not yet know it's dead. The least we can do is see it is not defiled any further.
Yeah. I'm about to go back to the hideout, aren't I? I have no idea where this damn thing is. Says Care Norvrant, but West Gate? Where the hell is West Gate? And it's still got the plus here telling us to look on the board, but it's not letting us do anything. I can ask the mule about it, but it just brings up the board.
Typical nobles.
Hey, look, ask about griffin sightings. Especially how one locals call Dosmere. And then it brings up the board. There it is, but again, you can't do anything. You just... Location, Care Norvrant West Gate. Sandbreak. Where the fuck is that? Can't find West Gate. I'm confused.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Hello, talk. Right. Such is the renown of Sid the Outlaw that much of my clientele would rather spend their time prattling on about your endeavors than making any endeavors of their own. For that, I feel I owe you at least a portion of my earnings. A particularly enamored sort left this on the nightstand. Might it serve you better than it did him? Busy courtesan. Berserker ring.
Here you are. Come again. I may.
The Berserkers of Southern Ash, known for their fearlessness on the field of battle, were known to wear these rings not only on their fingers, but pierced all over their bodies from head to toe. Scholars now believe that the unnatural courage they displayed was a result of extended exposure to the concentrated ether imbued in the jewellery that poisoned the blood of its non-bearer wearers and induced madness that ultimately became associated with battle frenzy. Temporarily increases attack proficiency with each precision dodge. Ooh.
Have more for ya.
Here, Northern Westgate. That's Cairn Overend. Maybe here. Maybe it's hanging around here. It's to the west, but it's called Rivergate, not Westgate. If it's there, then it's stupidly named quest directions. Hubba.
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from the tailor all.
Na, 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 na,
Ready
na,
those
na.
3 barrels round the front. They're to go on the caravan south.
Bet that door's still shut. I could go in. I can finally see what's in here. It's like the one place that has really curious. Why the hell is this in the entrance to a cellar? Guess at some point we'll find something here. That can't be it. We couldn't have just come here for one chest. Eventually there's got to be something here. Guarantee we're probably gonna... This is a big enough area to fight something. Something must crop up at some point. Just not right now. At least we finally had a peek what's in here. I thought it was going to be some like little cave. Looks like a tunnel that leads to here. Huh. That's not
Ready
you.
those 3 barrels
Something
round the
like that.
front. Let's go on the caravan south.
Right. Right, so I'll follow this. Will this be the place I need? What are you doing over there, Shadow? Hello, you. Come on, Ambrosia. Let's go, go, go. Hello. What are you doing up there? Are you coming? Come on then. Up, up. How are you then? Up, up. Come on then, up, up. Who's a good lad? Hello. You alright? You all good? What's he up to? Love you. You beautiful lad. Wait, stop that. Behave. Bad lad. You're a bad lad. Kiss a kiss. I don't think it's around here.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Oh, wait, so it is actually here? I had the right place? Where? Oh, there it is. Found it. Dosmere, rank B. Found it. Right, so further at my point, this was not called Westgate.
Leatherworker will have to wait.
Although, look sharp.
Hey, Elson, how you doing? Oh. Woohoo. Yeah, the game's slowly getting better and better. It's not great, like there's a couple of things that I said for me would be better done differently, but it's alright. Oh, he got us.
Guess we're all ready. Well done, Tom.
Wow.
All yours, Tom.
Da 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 da. Come on. Oh, you got us. Die! Hello, you. Get out. Oh, I'm so happy this game has Mark Hunting in it. It's good. Hello, you. Will you stop that biting? I'm getting sick of it. You're a bad lad. All he's fucking doing all day of the day. You buddy behave. Scarletite, one of the hardest metals known to man. Scarletite is highly sought after by those with the means to pay its exorbitant asking price. A price determined not by its rarity, but rather due to the fact that a forge must employ no fewer than 5 healthy bearers to produce flames hot enough to melt the ore, at which time it takes upon the deep scarlet hue from which it takes its name. Three. I got 3 icons. Well, technically 4.
Is something there, boy?
But one just does what it wants. Ifrit.
Could that be our man?
Yeah, we have Phoenix, Garuda, Ramu, and like I said, Ifrit, but Ifrit just does what he wants.
Are you alright?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Treated leather. Now, that was a bit of a pain in the butt to find because the location described on the board wasn't the same as what it shows on the maps. It said the location was Cair Norvrent West Gate. So you've got here Cair Norvrent Glorious Gate and then Cair Norvrent River Gate. Doesn't say West Gate, it says River Gate. So if the bill had said River Gate, I would have came straight here. Instead, I spent a while just running around all the way over here looking to see if it was in any of these areas. Hello, you. You good boy. Actually, no, you're not a good boy. You're a bad boy because I'm sick to death of your bloody biting. I'm getting sick of it. Don't. He's leaning in to lunge for my nose. Behave. I said behave. You're a bad lad. Yeah, but if the location description says Cair Norvrent West Gate, you'd think that gate would be called West Gate. Yes, it is to the west, which is why I went there eventually. But it should just be called West Gate. Dang it. Hello, you. Will you stop the biting? Pack it in. Or else, I'm warning you, mind. You'll go on your house and I'll take your mirror out as well. We're getting back to you being naughty again. I say we're getting back. You're just non-stop naughty no matter what now. I just don't know how to get him to stop. I've tried ignoring him. I've tried taking his mirror away. Don't know why he's getting like this. And then other times you'll come up to us and he'll be all happy chappy, I want attention. And then other times you'll come up to us and be like, I just want to bite you for the sake of it. Old? He's not old. He's 1 year old. At least since I got him anyway. And when I got him, he was young. His nose wasn't coloured yet. He's just a little shit, aren't you? Eh? I think it's because he's a male. I think this is the opposite side. Like when I got females, they love to chill with us. But they love to chew on shit like crazy. Whereas him, he doesn't chew on shit. He just likes to chat away a lot, which is cool. I like listening to a chat. Yes, I like listening to your chitter chat. But then there's the other side where he gets all bitey. And I think it's just male aggression. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Come on then. What's the matter with you? I love you too. But you've got a funny way of showing it. Haven't you? Kiss a kiss. Kiss a kiss. Kiss a kiss. See, this is you being a good boy, but eventually it just turns into you biting. See, like now you're trying to bite me nose. Stop it. He's a beautiful pain in the butt, aren't you? He's a kiss. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Tinker. Thank you. What you doing? See, this isn't being good. But like I said, it usually devolves in just biting again eventually. Yeah, all right, man. Settle down. Come here, then. No, off there. Don't. He was looking. He was gonna bite. I know his tails when he's gonna bite. You pain in the butt. Right. Blackthorn.
That monster's
Here is your prezi.
And with a bit of luck, Clive might even find the geezer.
Bloody busybodies, the both of you.
How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
Treated leather, a sample of supple hide, dressed to the artisan Camille's exacting standards. It has nary a trace of the barnyard musk of lesser leathers, instead smelling faintly of rose hips. Wind keeps blowing my damn door.
You're joking.
Now make me something good with it.
Teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. Then again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a Cursebreaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
You gonna make us something?
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. Nah, it wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Nay bother. Level up. Nearly level 30. Hey Mark, how you doing? A diagram detailing the steps to craft a belt fit for a hero, necessary for crafting the Drake Slayer's belt. Ooh. Design drafts. You've obtained the design draft for the Drake Slayer's belt. Design drafts unlock new crafting options at the blacksmith. Visit Blackthorn in the hideaway for details on material requirements. Yeah, it increases your stats and makes you obviously stronger. The monsters get stronger over time as well. You've got like a stat screen. Every time you level up, these things increase, like your health, your attack, defense, blah blah blah. But then you can boost it further with accessories. It's very bare bones though, very basic. So far.
Okay, yeah. What do you want?
Electrum. Ah, right, that's from a hunt.
Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff.
Right, hang on. You're not gonna let me see the notes on the materials? That's a bit. Oh wait, hang on. No. Oh wow, really? You can't like check the details on that. So Electrum. So it's from some sort of hunt because it's got the marker on it.
And?
So I gotta go find something else.
And what can I do for you? Go on then. And be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. Is that all?
Right. What is my new reward?
How did we never hear about these guardians of the flame?
How may I help you today, Clive?
A swelling chorus. A rose is a rose, a crystal roll. It used to be an empty shard as well. Ooh, what is that? It used to be I would step into a tavern only to find myself overwhelmed with requests to sing of Dion the Bald or the Quirl and the Serving Girl. But now all anyone wants to hear is of Sid the Outlaw. You have made me a very rich man, my friend. Merry Mummer.
Here you are. All done?
Reports have been received of a wild Avis of striking size making its nest atop the hill adjacent to Eastpool. Though all efforts are being made not to rouse the beast's ire. It is surely but a matter of time before it needs to feed. I hereby petition any brave volunteers to march to the northern border that we might cut the fiend down before it makes trenches of the nearby villages. Broken Hilt, Rosaria. Broken Hilt? Ah, Broken Hilt. See, that one was easy to find. We know it's somewhere in this direction. It actually tells you the right location. Broken Hilt. It's probably hanging around back here.
Kill!
Yeah, I'd say the game's. I like the world. I like the story, the visuals, and everything are nice. Just the odd little tweaks I think would be better. Like I hate that in order to choose which summon you want to use, it's just like a cycle where you just tap the trigger to cycle through, but you can only cycle in one direction, so you can't cycle backwards. So say like if I wanted to go to Garuda, who is now last in the list, I'd have to press it twice rather than pressing it once to go back over to it. It'd be nice if there was an option where if you just press and held, it would bring up like some sort of quick select wheel or something and just like have a quick active slowdown of the battle. Same with like your skills. When you hold trigger, you get access to only square and triangle being available for skills rather than X and circle as well. I don't know why they did that, because obviously you've got jump and blind justice for Ramu there. Now when you let go, they are still there, so they're there no matter whether you press it or not. So it'd be nice if when you held the trigger to bring up your skills, you'd get access to the 4 buttons rather than just the 2. Because it's very limiting on what you can do during fights. Because each summon can only have 2 abilities equipped. Whereas you've got a big selection of abilities. So it'd be nice if you could have 4 abilities on them rather than 2. Again, that's just my personal preference. It's the same with how you select the summons. It's a bit faffy. For me at least. There it is. Belphegor.
The wild wyvern. Famous area.
All yours, Tom.
Nice try.
Ooh, a little. Don't lock on that.
Too slow.
last one. Yeah, I dodged.
Guess we're all ready.
Oh, he got us.
Let's try.
Well, that's it.
Too slow.
Aye. Oh, he's put up a fight. I thought I was going to kill him in the other form, but he just kept going. Finally making some money. Well, was that it?
Oh, there aren't any more of them.
Well, that didn't give it what I needed for making that accessory. There's no more hunts left. At least not on the board. Yep, no more hunts. Huh. Huh. So, when will I get the option to make that belt? Finally making some decent money as well from these hunts. Oh yeah, we'll see what that new track's like.
That monster's taken quite a liking to...
Is it business or pleasure?
Empty shard. A nondescript fragment of a crystal long spent, where the ethereal charge contained within is too faint to serve as a catalyst for any significant casting. When gathered together with other such specimens, a determined individual might coax a final spark from the pile. Most, however, are simply used in jewelry making as inexpensive alternatives for more precious gems.
You got out else?
Now what else?
You'll not find a better price than that. Come again. Oh,
Alright.
I'm not much bothered either way.
I don't think there's anything else to be done in the realm for now other than carry on.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear about these guardians of the flame?
Yep, no more hunts yet. I hope there's a good decent amount of these. I really do.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye? Seen
Nope.
enough?
Nothing to be done.
A part of me thought Drake's head might be the last crystal we ever cracked. But I'm glad I was wrong.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago, in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent. Making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
And how may I assist you today? Allow me to educate you. One must understand one's place in the world.
The Iron Kingdom, an archipelago nation situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at The Mother Crystal Drake's Breath rises from a volcanic island situated just within its borders and is worshipped as a god, just as the state religion, the Crystalline Orthodox, dictates. The same religion decrees the use of magic to be anathema, and the bearers and dominants who use it to be sinful aberrations, leading to ever greater discrimination than that suffered by their brethren on the mainland. Given their stated desire to control all the mothers, the Ironblood's attitude to other nations is of indelible antagonism. One of Balestia's 5 remaining mother crystals located on the volcanic isle known as the Ironblood, known to the Ironblood as Ben Lerdal, in the seas between Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom, though its occupation can historically be traced to the duchy. Control of the crystal was recently wrested from Rosaria's grasp by the Crusade following a series of bitter conflicts. Meanwhile, those two nations are currently scrapping over control of Drake's Tail. Kingdom Waloed is pretty chill. Even though half of their world is now blighted.
Of course.
I should put a marker on what's new on this. Instead, you just left to try and spot it. But because there's that many on the screen, it's not always straightforward. Got to say weird.
Very good.
Alright. I don't think they're new. We'll put a marker on them if there was something new, but just in case. Nope. Right, guess we're pushing on.
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him.
The Boiling Crusade. The surprise attack launched by the Iron Kingdom on the Duchy of Rosaria in the year 860. Rosaria was critically weakened at the time, having lost Archduke Elwyn Rosfield and been plunged into chaos in the aftermath of the attack on Phoenix Gate. The Ironblood unleashed a wave of murderous destruction on the Rosarians and returned home with human spoils in the form of countless young women and children, Jill Warwick among them. Because she was the dominant of Shiva, they forced her to use her powers for their own needs, with the threat of killing people if she didn't. And so we're now returning to where she was taken to, but she wants revenge.
It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
Hang on, just 1 second. Cool. Drake's Breath. Jutting forth from the fiery maw of sacred Mount Drustinus, the Mother Crystal is the pillar upon which the faith of the cloistered nations rests. The Boiling Sea, the sea that lies between Rosaria's western coast and the distant isles of the Iron Kingdom. For centuries have the natives of the Duchy and the Crusade traded blows on these unnaturally tepid waters which lap at the foot of Mount Drustness, home to the Mother Crystal of Drake's Breath. So there's anything new here. He rules from the Isle of... despite being nominated monarchy. Hang on. An island nation situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at Craiglois, despite being nominated a monarchy, the patriarch, the most powerful priest of the Crystalline Orthodoxy, is in truth the most powerful person in the kingdom. He rules from the Isle of Bain Lord, more commonly known in Storm as Mount Drustinus, on which sits the Mother Crystal, Drake's Breath, focal point of the faith. Here, countless bearers kidnapped from their homes in Storm and Ash are made to suffer in the name of a religion which deems them less than human. I'm gonna order some food in a bit. I'm hungry. The Boiling Sea, Western Storm. Is everyone alright, guys? We're good.
Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
She is. The Iron Kingdom's Mother Crystal.
Drake's Breath.
Well, next dungeon. We're going to see Ultima here. Drake's Breath, the Iron Kingdom.
Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency, allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go.
Fire and Ice.
I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?
Once, though it's been in the Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
As was I. For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secrets only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it anymore.
The perfect little shortcut.
Oh look, the place is fully tainted with ether. So it's gonna affect all the monsters and people here.
The ether flood must have spread. It was never as bad as this before. And the only way past them is through them.
Don't be it.
You're finished.
Mom. That's the way I came in. No chest, no loot.
Was that an earthquake?
They happen all the time. That wasn't even a bad one. It's nothing to worry about.
Okay. He's dead, calm down. What is that? Oh! Hello.
Too slow.
Let's try.
Hang on, what's going on? No, but I pressed dodge. I did not like that. Getting some numbers in there. Damn.
The old arboretum is just up ahead. We'll enter the caves from there.
He left his weapon. Where's all the loot? Breath the wind. Purple. Flames of rebirth. Oh, arrow blast. don't have that one yet. Oh, I think I'd like to have it though. Yeah, I'd like to have that. But ain't got enough points just yet. Alright, we've mastered most things. We're getting there. What is that? Not a nest.
Ugh, look at this place. What a mess.
Wait.
Oh boy, a Marlborough that's been infected.
Nothing a shelter for Zarya can't handle. Just like old times. Be
Worse
sure to keep
breath.
Believe me, I need to.
I just dashed right into that. I thought I could dash through it.
Don't breathe it in.
I pressed dodge. Down. Oh, you little.
I still can't believe they can jump. Don't these things have roots?
Get out. God. That's good.
Guess we're all ready.
Got him. Hello, you. What are you doing over there?
Press
Next.
Yes.
That was one mid-boss. That's hot. Ah, that's hot.
It's like a furnace in here.
We're inside the volcano. You get used to the heat, though I don't remember it being quite this hot.
Was that one cause for concern?
It was. And they're getting bigger. Something's wrong.
Keep your eyes peeled for chests. Was that way just a dead end and I have to come this way, or what? I'm gonna have to go back and check the other way now. Nope, it looks like I can go this way as well. Huh.
All yours, Torgal.
Well.
Too slow. Now, Torgal.
Yeah. It's a horrible angle to fight.
All yours, Torgal.
Ah, come on, dodge.
Too slow.
Get out. Okay, so it looks like we've got two directions I can take. What's the other way? I just looped around to here. Yeah, so it was just a case of fighting enemies there, and then it just carried on, so it met up. Okay.
Fuck. Is there no other way across?
Just run. It's fine. Just gotta freeze it. About Jill.
Let's not do that again.
No. Let's not.
Again. Da 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 da. What is that ball on the floor? It's a bomb.
Perhaps not alone, but in numbers like these.
All yours, Torgal.
Quick.
Well, we aren't going this way.
Let's look for another path.
Daddle da da daddle daddle da. Bob, 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 bob.
We're nearly at the oratory.
When's the engine's gonna start popping up?
What the hell is that?
A slime or a moose? Oh god.
Whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly.
Ow! Oh, stop it! This thing is very resistant. Get here. Worth it. Putting rock on the back. Ow! Mithril wristlets. Ooh, finally some new gear. The appearance of mithril anesthesia is a fairly recent occurrence, its history only going back as far as the fall of the first Mother Crystal and the emergence of the Deadlands. This led some of the crystalline orthodoxy to preach that the blight is somehow involved in its creation, therefore making it both impure and unholy. That totally looks like a little boss area.
One of the demons. But they never leave the lava.
If I didn't know better, I think this volcano was about to erupt.
Why attack us then? They're peaceful creatures.
Then this one must be the exception.
I killed the one earlier, I think. Not a flame one, but... Oh yeah. Ball. Pressing the wrong button to tag them with being around the building.
What's it doing?
Nothing good, I'll wager.
Oh yeah. Come on. Oh, I heard.
Too slow.
Berserk ring's coming in very handy. Get out. Keep that money coming. Gnarled scale. Covered in countless scars, these scales tell a tale of supremacy and survival, albeit one now ended. Yeah, I've already... You fall down. Go back to bed.
You hurt?
Just hot.
It just evaporates immediately.
Quite a commotion our friend made. Let's hope the guards didn't hear it.
The gate to the inner chambers is just up there. Then we make for the sanctuary. I need to finish this. Before the heat finishes me.
Hear, hear.
We'll enter the Comric by the Handmaiden's living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see.
Who dat? Spider-Man? Who dat?
Lady Marley. It's me. By the mother. Jill, it can't be. It is, my lady. We cannot talk here. Come with me.
She's gonna go and snitch.
I'm so glad you're safe. And I you. Why ever would you risk coming back? Are you a fool, girl?
Fool of a
Or
took.
have you grown tired of your freedom already?
Forgive me, my lady. But I had to come back. There are things I left undone. Tell me, where is the Patriarch?
At this hour, he'll be in the Comric, giving thanks.
You mean... Oh, that fiend! Clive, we have to get to the sanctuary. Now. Lady Marley, you must flee this place, gather your things, and go.
Now listen here, Jill.
We have company.
This way.
Every eye, open up!
Follow this passage. It leads straight to the Comric. Go on, stop dawdling.
Thank you. You were always so kind to me. My light in the darkness.
Take care, my lady, please. You deserve better than this. A long and happy life, promise me.
I'll live if you promise to do the same.
Come on, Clive. We're nearly at the Comric.
All right. Here's our welcoming party.
I've had enough of their hospitality.
Garuda!
More enemies. We stop auto charging to the damn thing. Dead end. That's where we're heading over there.
How many of them are there?
Hello.
Too many.
Whoa! Oh, I got launched.
All yours, Corvo.
I press dodge.
Guess we're all ready.
Get out. Where do I go? Ah.
All right.
Right, this was a dead end.
Clive, there's something I need you to know. I saw the Patriarch do things no one should have to see. And so I swore that he would die by my hand.
I understand. I faced my demons. Then you must face yours.
Well, here we go. The inner sanctum.
We're nearly there. Just one last push.
Oh, come on, I pressed dodge. Oh, he got us. Oh boy. Now for the main boss. Grace of the Inferno. Will of the what? Or Will of the Wisp? Or Will of the Wikes. Increases Will of the Wikes duration by 5 seconds. Oh yeah, that ability.
Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
For years, I followed your orders. Fought your wars. All to protect the children you took. Just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Their souls were sullied with a stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption. A penance paid, just as the Holy Mother wills it! Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
You're right. I am a monster. And my soul is stained black. Though not by ether. But by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it. This is my penance. I will be your monster no more. nor will I suffer you to create another.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master? Come then, Dominant. Rage, be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me!
Kill them.
Oh, yeah.
Now!
Right.
Oh, there he is. Oh. Wait a minute. I don't think Joshua anymore. Did he do that? Chilly. Diamond dust.
Why can't I do it?
Oh, you've been boxed in, haven't you?
Please, just once.
This'll have to do.
She won't be able to open the hole back forever. We better make this quick.
Oh crap.
Damn it.
I'm in dust.
Go.
All right. I won't take long.
Come on. Oh, he changed. I hate that it prioritises locking onto that stupid Ramu building. That is terrible. It drives me, it does my head in, the amount of times it does that.
Nice try.
Hour. What the fuck?
Nice try.
Ah, this is like Ifrit's charge attack. Oh, he goes on the last one because the camera fucked it up. Stop doing the... Oh my god, that is annoying that the camera keeps changing like that. Yeah, these are like Ifrit's moves from 14. That's very annoying. The camera kept fucking them up there. Get out. Sweet. Liquid flame. A flame trapped mid-dance, both ethereal and corporeal, fleeting and enduring, but very much alive. That'll be my next weapon.
Jill!
I'm going to finish this, Clive.
What happened to the bodies on the altar? And she's going to give us her power now.
Here! Use this.
No, she's just freezing the blade. Another one bites the dust.
Are you watching, Sid?
Oh, listen to that prelude.
Closer to freedom.
Oh.
The crystal.
Da, da, da.
What did you do to it?
Oh. We destroyed it.
What? But... Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
Goodbye.
I do, Father. I have killed the monster and become an outlaw. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
It's over.
It is.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high.
Uh-oh. Morgul. No Ultima. Then again, he's sealed inside of Joshua. But is Joshua going to show him? Is something wrong with Joshua now that he's actually sealed him within inside himself? I predict, like I said, I predicted very early that
Clive,
we're probably
look.
going to have to fight him.
It's just like the one at
Oh.
Phoenix Gate.
There's more to it though, below it.
Damn it. We need to leave.
Agreed. I kept my promise, and now you keep yours.
Kaboom. Two down. Legacy. Turn the corner. Meanwhile, The Crystal Road. Wait. Hang on. If he's there, then who's the other one? Nenny? Who's the other? I thought the cloak guy was Joshua, but Nenny?
This way, Your Grace.
Oh, that's that kid that was selling potions.
You're bleeding. I have a tonic which will...
I thank you for your kindness, truly. But I assure you, I will survive. Please, save your medicines for those who need them most.
Oh, well, if you're sure.
Yeah, for some reason she's in the character profile page. Jill Meta.
I felt my brother's presence.
You did?
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again. But why now, after 5 years of silence? I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands. Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
Or moths to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion their light in the darkness. More and more lose their homes to the blight and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the Dhalmekian levies and leave to find new livelihoods. What is it that you seek in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean the Crown Prince of Sanbreque?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply Bahamut. I met him once, when we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you are confident that he will listen to what you have to say?
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbreque included.
Hello.
If His Highness is the man I believe him to
How
be,
do?
and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice. As the mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals, and yet how spoiled. Like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed. But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation? I do not yet know the answer to that question. Do you, Clive?
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while. We can return by the Dhalmekian trail once you have recovered your strength. I realize your duty is pressing, but if your health should fail...
I know. Thank you, Yote.
Meanwhile. And the Dalmekian Republic. The Ministry of Law.
Army's attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on laying night. Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Joshua sealed Ultima inside of himself. Ultima is determined to possess Clive and take control of him. It's clearly got something to do with the fact that Joshua can take the essence of icons in himself and have more than one icon. And Ultima, we don't know a lot about him yet. Other than he's got something to do with the Fallen, a race that vanished years ago, and the only thing left behind from them is just ruins across the world. Yeah, that's all we know about him so far. Randala, capital of the Dalmekian Republic, it is a thriving hub of commerce where merchants and traders gather from across Valisthea. Its streets bustle with life, even late into the night when the twinkle of countless lanterns illuminates the landscape. The nation's affairs are managed from the Ministry of Law in the heart of the city, wherein sits the Parliament of Ministers. The Empire of Sambrek, a nation occupying the northern reaches of the continent of Storm, after suffering ignominy of losing Drake's head to an audacious assault on the by the outlaw Cid in 873, the Empire set its sights on the mother crystal of its nearest neighbour, the Crystalline Dominion. Sandbrek's legion duly stormed the historically neutral territory and installed an imperial capital in Twinside. This brazen act of conquest sent shockwaves across Valisthea and heightened the already considerable tensions between the Empire and the Dalmekian Republic. The Republican Parliament, the highest council of government of the Republic of Dalmekia. 7 ministers are responsible for ruling the nation, though their will is often moulded to that of their permanent economic advisor Hugo Kupka, who leverages his power of as the dominant of Titan to shape the Republic's policy.
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
There he is.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sambrek need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks and seek to draw out this siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap. Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
Is that the Emperor's?
What is the meaning of this, Lord Kupka? What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer.
That's Clive's mother.
The
Who
looks
betrayed
on their
everyone at the
faces
beginning.
when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation. Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
All right.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies? I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Sid took the life of someone dear to me. A woman by the name of Benedicta.
Yeah. For some reason, the real Sid... See, Clive's inherited Sid's name when Sid died. But the real Sid, for some reason, when Clive and him fought Benedicta, who was an absolute psycho, for some reason Sid felt the need to chop her head off and send it to Hugo. And he's desperate to get revenge.
I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name. In return, I will leave Sanbreque in your capable hands. Your Imperial Majesty.
Yeah, she's an absolute psycho. She hates bearers and dominance. She just wants them all killed.
And all for the love of a common whore. Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts. There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sanbreque. And when your father goes to meet Great Grieger, you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image.
Yeah, the story around these characters is very Game of Thrones. Very Game of Thrones. She is pretty much, what's her name from Game of Thrones? The one that kept banging her own brother. She is pretty much her.
Soon.
Except she's not banging her own brother. She's just a nut job.
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
After the storm. Root of the problem. So we've got another side quest and another hunt. Quite a few things, actually. So that's the second crystal done. Right, I'm gonna take a break, get some food, because I've had now to eat all day. It's getting later. I might have a little bit of a later stream after I've had food. Have a couple hours. If I get my food done and I get it finished before 11, I'll stream till like 3, something like that. But anyway, I'm gonna stop there for now, order some food, and I shall be back in a bit with some more final. Hello, you. Hello, you good boy. How you settled down? He's been in a very bitey mood today. Yeah. Right, cool. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you're new to the channel, as always, please hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, hope you enjoy. There'll be more to come. Until then, have a good one, and I shall catch you again in a bit. Peace.